What's up, everyone, and welcome back to the channel. If you thought our last video was insane, you have no idea what you're about to see today. We've all stayed in a hotel before, right? A bed, a bathroom, maybe some questionable room service, boring. Today, we are throwing all of that out the window. I've scoured the entire globe to find the 10 most unbelievable, mind-blowing, and absolutely crazy hotels that actually exist. Sleeping underwater with fish living inside a giant dog, staying in a hotel made completely out of salt. You are not going to believe some of these are real. This isn't just a top 10 list. It's a journey to the absolute limits of creativity and luxury. We're counting down from number 10 all the way to the number 1 most insane hotel on planet Earth. And trust me, each one gets crazier than the last. I want you to imagine you have an unlimited budget, and you could stay in any one of these for a night. Which one would you pick? I literally want to know. Get ready, because your idea of a vacation is about to be completely transformed. Let me know in the comments right now, which one of these sounds the craziest to you before we even start. The Manta Resort? The Ice Hotel? The Dog Bark Park Inn? Drop your pick in the comments, and let's see if your mind changes by the end of the video. Let's get into it. Here are the 10 hotels you won't believe actually exist. Kicking off our list at number 10, we're flying all the way to Pemba Island, Tanzania to check out the Manta Resort. From the surface, it looks stunning. White sand beaches, crystal clear water, you know the vibe. But the real reason we're here isn't on the land, it's under the water. They built a room that's basically a private floating island. You take a boat out to it and then it's all yours. Sundeck on top for tanning, a lounge area at sea level, and the craziest part, the master bedroom. The bedroom is 4 meters, 13 feet, completely submerged underwater. Massive glass walls give you a 360-degree view of the coral reef. You're not watching an aquarium, you are in the aquarium. Schools of tropical fish swim right past your bed. At night, the resort flips on spotlights under the room which pulls in shy, nocturnal sea life. You might see squids, octopuses, and other weird creatures drifting by while you try to sleep. Alright, for number 9, we're leaving the tropical waters of Tanzania and flying north, way north, to the village of Jukkasjärvi in Sweden, 200 kilometers north of the Arctic Circle. Here, you'll find the Ice Hotel. I don't mean an ice-themed hotel. I mean the entire hotel is made of ice and snow. The walls, the beds, the chairs, even the glasses at the bar are carved from giant blocks of ice. Every single year, this hotel completely melts in the spring. Then in winter, artists and builders from all over the world rebuild it from scratch. They harvest thousands of tons of ice from the nearby Torn River. So each year, the hotel is a brand new, unique work of art. How do you sleep in a room made of ice without freezing? The temperature inside is kept at a constant -5 degrees Celsius, or 23 degrees Fahrenheit. You're not sleeping on bare ice. The beds have a thick mattress covered in reindeer hides, and you sleep in a high-tech thermal sleeping bag rated for extreme Arctic temperatures. They say most people actually get too warm. The hotel also has a main hall filled with museum-quality ice sculptures. There's an ice chapel where people get married. And the famous ice bar. Order drinks in glasses carved from ice. You drink it, then set the glass down, or drop it. It will melt anyway. Staying at the Ice Hotel is like stepping into a real-life fairy tale kingdom. It's magical, it's temporary, and it's an unbelievable feat of engineering and art. Okay, this next one is for all the animal lovers out there. At number 8, we're heading back to Africa, specifically to Nairobi, Kenya, to a place called Giraffe Manor. This isn't a zoo, and it's not a safari park. It's a luxury boutique hotel. But it has some very, very tall residents. The manor is home to a herd of endangered Rothschild's giraffes. They're not shy. They roam the grounds like they own the place. The main attraction here is breakfast. The manor was built in the 1930s with huge, beautiful dining room windows. Every morning, guests sit down to eat, and giraffes casually stick massive heads through the open windows. You can be sipping your coffee, and suddenly a giraffe head pops in right next to you. The staff provides special pellets, feed them right from your table or from your second-story bedroom window. These giraffes are gentle giants. They'll take the food from your hand with long, black tongues. The photo opportunities are insane. Your Instagram would explode. It's a wildlife interaction unique to this place. Beyond breakfast, the hotel is a beautiful historic building. It's set on 12 acres within 140 acres of indigenous forest. But let's be real, everyone is here for the giraffes. Rooms are even named after the resident giraffes. It's an intimate way to connect. Getting a room is ridiculously difficult, often booked years in advance, and it costs a fortune. But sharing breakfast with a giraffe, priceless. This isn't a gimmick, it's conservation you can join. Giraffe Manor is a bucket list destination, number 8. For number 7, we're going back to Sweden. This time we're heading into the forest for something straight out of a science fiction movie. This is the Tree Hotel. Located in Harads near the Lule River, this isn't your typical childhood tree house. These are architectural masterpieces suspended 4 to 6 meters above the ground in the middle of a pine forest. Each room, or tree room, has a completely different, insane design. There are 7 unique rooms. The Mirror Cube, exterior reflective glass mirroring the trees. The Mirror Cube blends into the trees and sky. The Mirror Cube, interior 360-degree forest view. The UFO, classic flying saucer in the trees. The UFO, retractable staircase lowers from the bottom. The UFO feels like an alien abduction. The Bird's Nest, exterior tangle of branches. The Bird's Nest, find the hidden retractable staircase. The Bird's Nest, cozy modern interior. The Cabin, capsule-like room suspended between trees. The 7th room, biggest and highest with giant net patio, person lying on net. Each room, experiment in design and engineering with minimal footprint. Walk the ramps and bridges through the trees. Feels like an Ewok village but designed by a futuristic architect. Nature plus high-tech design, immersed in Swedish Lapland forest, sleeping in a structure from the year 3000. Winter, northern lights from your treehouse. Summer, midnight sun. Connect with nature without sacrificing comfort. The Tree Hotel redefines what a hotel room can be. Not just a place to sleep, an experience. Alright, for number 6, we're flying down to Central America, to Costa Rica, for a hotel that gives a whole new meaning to the word upcycling. In the coastal rainforest of Manuel Antonio, perched on a cliff overlooking the Pacific Ocean, is the Hotel Costa Verde. And sticking out of the jungle canopy is something you would never expect to see. A vintage 1965 Boeing 727 airplane. But it's not crashed. It's been converted into one of the most exclusive and insane hotel suites in the world. This isn't a model or a replica. It's a real retired airplane that once flew for South Africa Air and Avianca Airlines. The hotel owners salvaged it from the San Jose airport, transported it piece by piece up the mountain, and reassembled it on a 50-foot tall pedestal. The entire interior has been gutted and panelled with beautiful local teak wood. It's been transformed into a 2-bedroom, 2-bathroom luxury guest house. It's absolutely wild. You walk in and you're inside a gorgeous wooden villa, but you can still see the original curved windows of the plane. It has a kitchenette, a dining area, and air conditioning. But the best part is the decks. They've built hardwood decks on top of each of the wings. You can literally walk out onto the wing of a 727, have a drink, and watch the sunset over the ocean. The views are unbelievable. You're at eye level with the jungle canopy, monkeys, toucans, sloths, and the cockpit is still there. They left it intact so you can go sit in the pilot's seat, look out the front windows, and pretend you're flying the plane over the jungle. It's every kid's dream come true. The slogan for the suite is "Still more monkeys than people," and it's true. You feel like you're in your own private treehouse, but your treehouse is a massive commercial airliner. The juxtaposition is just insane. A piece of heavy machinery in the middle of a pristine natural environment. This is the ultimate example of creative recycling. Taking a giant metal tube that was destined for the scrapyard and turning it into a one-of-a-kind luxury experience is genius. It's an adventure before you even check in. The 727 fuselage home at Hotel Costa Verde is a landmark of weird and wonderful accommodation. We are officially in the top 5 for number 5. We're heading back to the Arctic. Saariselkä, Finnish Lapland, Kakslautinen Arctic Resort. World famous for one reason: glass igloos. These aren't igloos made of snow. Futuristic, dome-shaped cabins, built almost entirely from special thermal glass. Thermal glass that doesn't frost over at -40 degrees Celsius. Built for one spectacular purpose: to watch the northern lights. Imagine this. You're lying in a warm, comfortable bed, inside your own private heated igloo. You look up, an uninterrupted panoramic Arctic sky. And then it starts. Green lights dance and ripple across the sky. Pink lights dance and ripple across the sky. Purple lights dance and ripple across the sky. Watch the full aurora borealis from the comfort of your bed. No need to go outside and freeze. A private screening of the greatest show on Earth. The igloo village is spread out, private and secluded. The main space, the glass dome bedroom. They also have a small private bathroom. Showers are in separate sauna buildings nearby. Finland equal-sign saunas as part of the culture. From your futuristic space pod to a traditional smoke sauna, the contrast is incredible. Open only during Northern Lights season, late August to late April. It's not just the igloos, daytime, insane Arctic activities, husky sledding, lead your own team of dogs, reindeer safari, snowmobile rides to the Russian border, icebreaker ship trips, float in the frozen sea in a survival suit. Kaxlautanen, an experience deeply connected to its environment. Witness the raw, incredible beauty of the Arctic. The glass igloos are an ingenious invention. All right, forget luxury, forget futuristic design. For number 4, we are going for pure, uncut American weirdness. We're heading to Cottonwood, Idaho, to a place called the Dog Bark Park Inn. And yes, you heard that right. This is a hotel shaped like a gigantic beagle. I am not kidding. This is a 2-story building, 30 feet tall. Its official name is Sweet Willie. Next to him is a smaller beagle, Toby, 12 feet tall, just a statue. You stay inside the big one. You literally enter the dog through a private deck on its 2nd story. On its back inside, it's a cozy, dog-themed guest suite. The main room is in the body of the dog, with a queen bed. A loft room in the dog's head has 2 more beds. There's even a little nook in the dog's muzzle where you can sit and read. It is absolutely bizarre and wonderful at the same time. This place was created by a husband and wife team of chainsaw artists, Dennis and Francis. They are passionate about carving, especially carving dogs. They started by selling small wooden dog carvings by the side of the road. Eventually, they saved up enough money to build their masterpiece, a giant, livable beagle. The whole place is a testament to following your weirdest dreams. The attention to detail is amazing. Even the fire hydrant outside is a piece of art. Inside, everything is dog-themed. We've made it to the top 3. For number 3, we're going to the future. Or at least what people in the 1970s thought the future would look like. We're heading to Japan, the land of innovation and efficiency, to experience the Capsule Hotel, also known as pod hotels. These are everywhere in major Japanese cities like Tokyo, Osaka. Strip down the hotel experience to its absolute bare essentials. Maximum efficiency, minimum space. Instead of a room, you get a pod. A bed-sized capsule, usually made of plastic or fiberglass, stacked in rows 2 units high, like something out of a sci-fi movie. The Fifth Element, Blade Runner. You crawl into your pod. Just enough room to sit up, lie down. Inside, a mattress, a pillow, a light, a small TV, power outlets, Wi-Fi, your own tiny high-tech cocoon, privacy via a curtain or a door at the end of the pod, luggage in a separate locker room, communal bathrooms, communal showers, kind of like a hostel or a gym, originally built for Japanese businessmen who missed the last train home, needed a cheap, convenient place to crash. Now a huge tourist attraction, unique and futuristic, a truly unique cultural experience. A look into Japan's focus on space saving, efficiency, communal living. It can feel a little claustrophobic at first, but also surprisingly comfortable and private, like your own little spaceship bunk. Alright, our number 2 spot is something that sounds completely impossible. We are traveling to the edge of the world's largest salt flat, the Salar de Uyuni in Bolivia, to find the Palacio de Sal. In Spanish, that means Palace of Salt. And they are not exaggerating. This entire hotel, the walls, the floors, the ceilings, and even most of the furniture, is built from blocks of salt harvested directly from the salt flat. It is absolutely mind-blowing. From a distance, it looks like it's made of white adobe or stone. But when you get up close, you can see the crystalline structure of the salt blocks. The blocks are held together with, you guessed it, more salt. They use a mortar made of salt and water that hardens like cement. The floors are covered in loose salt granules, so it crunches under your feet as you walk. It's like walking on a beach, but instead of sand, it's salt. There's even a rule. Licking the walls is strictly prohibited. The fact they need a rule for that tells you everything. Inside, the hotel is surprisingly luxurious. It has a huge, grand lobby with a massive central pillar, all made of salt. The furniture, like the beds, tables, and chairs, are all carved from salt blocks. Obviously, the mattresses and cushions are normal, but the frames are solid salt. The rooms have vaulted salt brick ceilings that make you feel like you're in some kind of ancient, mystical igloo. It's cozy, it's unique, and it's surprisingly well insulated. The hotel is located at an altitude of 3,656 meters, nearly 12,000 feet, and offers insane views of the Sala de Uyuni. The salt flat is a massive, perfectly flat expanse of white salt crystals that stretches to the horizon. In the dry season, it's a blindingly white desert. In the rainy season, a thin layer of water covers the salt, turning it into the world's largest mirror, perfectly reflecting the sky. We have finally made it. The #1 craziest, most unbelievable hotel on planet Earth. We've seen hotels underwater, made of ice and made of salt. But for #1, we are going to Amsterdam in the Netherlands, to stay in a hotel that is also a piece of industrial machinery. This is the Crane Hotel Veralda, a monumental, historic harbour crane in the NDSM shipyard, converted into an exclusive, insane hotel. This isn't a small crane. It's a 50-metre high, 164 feet, industrial beast. Inside this metal structure, they have built 3 incredibly luxurious 2-story designer suites. Suite 1, Suite 2, Suite 3. To get to your room, you take an elevator up the guts of the crane. The suites are suspended between 35 and 50 meters in the air. Each suite is decorated by a different top-tier designer and has a completely unique, opulent and avant-garde style. Freestanding bathtubs, massive king-sized beds, floor-to-ceiling windows. The views are absolutely insane. You get a panoramic view of Amsterdam and the IJ River. But here is the craziest part. The crane still works. The operator's cabin is still there. The entire crane can rotate. If you don't like your view, the crane operator can slowly turn the entire hotel 360 degrees. You can be taking a bath and your view of the city will be slowly changing. On the very top of the crane, 50 meters up, there is a heated spa pool. An open-air jacuzzi on top of a giant industrial crane. You can sit in a hot tub, high above the city, feeling the wind, with a completely unobstructed view. For the adrenaline junkies, the crane also hosts the highest bungee jump in Amsterdam. You can literally jump off the top of your hotel. This place is not a hotel, it's an adult playground. The Crane Hotel Veralda combines industrial heritage, high-end luxury, and pure adrenaline-fueled insanity. It's exclusive with only 3 rooms. It's ridiculously expensive. And it offers an experience that is completely, utterly unique. Sleeping in a luxury suite inside a rotating industrial crane with a jacuzzi on top and a bungee jump? That is, without a doubt, the single craziest hotel in the entire world. And that is it. Those were the 10 hotels you won't believe actually exist. From sleeping underwater in Tanzania to bungee jumping off a crane in Amsterdam, I honestly can't even pick a favourite. The Giraffe Manor seems like a dream come true. But then again, sleeping inside a giant beagle is just too funny to pass up. The world is full of amazing and crazy places, and we're just getting started showing them to you. So now I have to ask you guys, which one was your favourite? Comment your favourite. Let me know in the comments down below. Are you picking the Ice Hotel, the 727 airplane, the glass igloos? I'm going to be reading every single comment to see which hotel wins. Seriously, I want to know what you guys think is the absolute craziest hotel from this list. There are no wrong answers, unless you say a normal hotel is better, in which case you are definitely wrong. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you had your mind blown by any of these hotels, do me a huge favour and smash that like button and subscribe to the channel right now. We have so many more insane travel videos coming your way. Turn on notifications so you know the second we upload. We'll see you in the next video.